Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people of the Tube. Hope you're well today, hope you're feeling grand and well. I hope you are. Today I'd like to talk about Stevie Ray Vaughan Fender amp modifications. These are mods you can do yourself. They don't require going to the highest Himalayas to find the amp guru known as Steve, who will mod your amp and make you sound better for £1 million and your soul. This is something you can do at the comfort in your own home to basically just kind of darken down Fenders, because Stevie, if you look at some pictures of Stevie, and I say the reason I call him Stevie Ray Vaughan Mod is this is things that Stevie did to his Fender amps, and so if you look at Stevie's amps live, his Fenders, and even his Dumble actually through the 412 cab he had, there's like crosses of gaffer tape over the speaker cones. And what that was there for was basically just to like darken the sound down a bit, to kind of like, you know, to get it a bit less nasty, you know, less shrill and kind of like, you know, less in your face and a bit, you know, a bit warmer sounding. So you know, and it really does change the sound of an amp, as you know, as I'm going to demonstrate in a sec. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about Mod 1, which is pretty straightforward. It is a non-true bypass, so it's not true bypass. Yeah. Wah pedal. So yes, true bypass wah pedals don't work, so you need a wah pedal that doesn't, you know, that affects the signal. And Stevie always had a wah pedal. Interesting thing to note that apparently Stevie's wah pedal was Jimi Hendrix's. How true that is, we'll never know, but apparently that's the case, which is really cool. Anyway, so I've got a just, you know, standard Vox wah pedal, and let me say that this really does darken down the sound a lot, as I'm about to show you. So this is, the amp, by the way, is just a Fender Frontman 212R, just a side state amp. This is the clean channel, and I'm using my 62 reissued white Strat, without anything, so this is straight in. So it's a nice sound, but it's really quite bright, and it's too bright for my ear. I really don't like how bright that is. So, engaging the wah pedal, well, plugging the wah pedal in, so to say. Now, check out the difference in this. This is insane. So that is an immediate kind of a nicer kind of sound, that really is. So that's a lot more pleasant to my ear. But that's only the first mod. There's two mods to the Stevie kind of mod, so to say. So the next one, like I said at the beginning, is a gaffer tape mod. So what I've done here, I mean, Stevie had it on the front of his amps because I don't think his grill cloth was like, you know, velcroed on like this one is. I really like the fact that the grill cloth's velcroed on and it comes off. That's quite cool. So what I've done here is I just put like a dust sheet over, and then I've put an asterisk because I want it a little bit darker than just the cross gives. Stevie just normally had a cross, but I say I've got the whole shebang, so to say. So yeah, this darkens down a bit, and I say I've been really sneaky. I've put it on this back thing, so when you kind of turn it around, it doesn't look like I've done anything. So yeah, quite sneaky, but now you know. If you ever see me playing a Fender live and you think, God, that doesn't sound as bright as Fenders normally do, then that's the reason. So, now I've given away all my secrets. Not my secrets, Stevie Ray Vaughan's secrets. Sorry, Stevie. Okay, on, engaged. So now, it's even kind of even warmer sounding. So I can use the back pickup now without fear of my face getting ripped off like some kind of weird scene from Saw movies or something. So yeah, that's instantly more pleasant sound, but again, it hasn't lost its Fender characteristics. It's still, you know, still sounds like a Fender. Still sounds really Fendery, but it's kind of like, you know, it's just a little bit more pleasant on the ear. And the same thing works with Distortion channel. on these kind of amps. So if I remove the gaffer tape mod, and I also remove the wah pedal mod, I know they're not really mods, but they're kind of, you know, it's just things you can kind of do. And engage the distortion, this is going to tear your face off. It's not the most pleasant distortion sound. So, shoving the wah pedal back in, clickety click, and then also bringing the gaffer tape mod back into effect. If I can get it back on, let's put my guitar down. There we go. So now, sounds like this. And it also cleans up really nicely. So again, it's not taking like the clarity of the amp away, it's just taking the high end to like a more manageable kind of level. So, they're the kind of little Stevie mods, so to say, you can kind of do to kind of any Fender amp, really. If you kind of like, if you're Fender amps and you kind of just find them a little bit too shrill, like me, like sometimes I put into a Fender amp, I'm just like, that sounds really nice, but it just needs to be a little bit darker, and there's just nothing you can do with the EQ to make it darker. A lot like this amp, but it's like, without the wah pedal, it's kind of like, it's kind of got that kind of like gnarliness regardless, really. So it needs these kind of mods, I feel, anyway, personally, just to kind of like darken it down. So, you know, these are just a couple of things you can do to kind of, you know, if you want to kind of, you know, keep your Fender and just kind of bring that treble, you know, that high-end trebly sound just down to like a bit more of a manageable kind of sound. So, thank you, Steve, for these modifications. And thank you very much for watching. And I say, you know, they're not really mods, but they kind of are, so to say. They're kind of like little mods so you can do in the comfort of your own home and, you know, have fun with, really. So, I will see you again on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how well my videos upload, for another Sounds Like video, and it's going to be Mr. Jimmy Page next. So, I will see you then. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. Goodbye now. See you later.